Hello farmers, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We are on the map Chambergo by E.R. Shaba. So, a little bit of a scenario we'll be playing here. Our uncle over there, Uncle Walter, I know in the game he's really Grandpa Walter, but for this series he's going to be called Uncle Walter. Uncle Walter has bought a farm and he needs a helping hand, so he called me in to help him on out, because I'm an experienced farmer. Yeah, quote unquote. So there are some things on the farm. He bought the farm as is. I just arrived here in town, so I'm not really sure exactly fully what's on the farm. I know we own a couple of fields I got to go check out, so I don't know the actual shape that they're in. We got to check all this stuff out. As for what we are running on the map, precision farming, hard economy. If you know my channel, you know what I run. I basically run everything except for field stones, because who really wants to deal with that stuff? I know maybe some of you do, but I don't. This is a map remake from FS19, which I did not play on, and I kind of maybe remember hearing about it, but that's about it. So I don't know the map that well, and if I did, I kind of heard that it's been redone a little bit. As for what's on the map, I was looking, and there's only one available, apparently, production building. At least I thought. But then when I started kind of looking around the map just a little bit, there are production buildings on the map, but you got to buy the land in order for them to show up on the map, which seems kind of... I don't like that too much. It is what it is. So, if you're just checking out the map and you're like, oh, there's only one production building, I got to buy all the ones and place them on down. No, there's a whole bunch, actually. If I just come over to here... I'm not sure what I'm visiting here. But this might be... there is a production building around. Did I just show up to one that's maybe not a production building? Possibly. But there's a whole bunch. All the production buildings that you need are probably on the map as is. Anyways, let me get back to our starting spot here. So yeah, we have arrived in August. Uncle Walter is over there, and he just says, do what I need to do. I can have full access to the bank account. So we shall see. If we go into the shop and look at vehicles, we can see we do own a decent amount of stuff, it looks like. So I just have to go around and see what we do have. I should also go ahead and look at the fields first, too, to see what we do have. I do got my running shoes on, so we'll just run on down here. I do know we own one field over here, and it's ready for harvest. I don't know exactly what shape it's in. All we know is it's ready for harvest. It does need lime, does need plowing. Boy, it doesn't hold high hopes for a good yield. I thought about buying the soil sampling before I harvested this, but I kind of just did that on our other series that we just started, A New Hope. And yeah, it didn't help me out too well. My environmental score kind of actually went down because wasn't fertilized or not. So we're just going to, we might as well just harvest it. It's going to be what it is. I'm not going to be able to get in here and do too much with it anyways. I do think we have, we just teleported to a combine. I don't even know where the heck it is. I did teleport to one, but we do have one. We have two more fields. And I only saw it in the flight mode when I was checking this map out. So I'm not really sure I know the condition of the fields. No, wait, that's not one of ours, is it? Maybe I should bring up the mini map so I can get a rough idea where I'm going. No, our other field is down here. All right, let's run on down and see what we got here. It had canola in it. Oh, wait, sorry, I take that back. The canola is growing. So, Uncle Walter has already put canola in, but he did not put lime down, nor did he plow it. Alright, so we'll have to get a soil sampler in here and take some soil samples. I have to spread some lime. I don't know if I got a spreader or not. Our other field is right over here, so I think we just own 3 fields. And this one needs lime, needs plowing. Okay, so Uncle Walter bought a farm that really hasn't been, taken care of too well. So we got some work ahead of us here in the first month of August. Maybe we should just get into the combine and start harvesting some of the wheat. Let's see, the combine must be down here somewhere. We do have a grain silo. I don't know how much it holds. Oh, but it does have... Alright, it's got material in it. So, I could sell some stuff. Is there anything that's good to sell today? Bring some money on in. Stock market page is telling me nothing in the green, so probably nothing I want to sell. So we'll just hang on to it for now. Let's get to harvesting. What do we got for a combine here? We got a class Evian 450. Looks like kind of a small-ish combine for the size fields that we have. So, yeah, we're going to have to help out Uncle Walter by upgrading some of this stuff here. Wait, I should not have a loan because I'm using the enhanced loan system. We got no loan there. I don't know if there was a starting loan on the map when I started it, and then the enhanced loan system takes over. But that's not there. Okay, so we have no loan. That is good. Maybe I should look into, just curiosity. I'm not taking one out right to begin with. My max loan I can actually take out. I can borrow $866,000. All right. I don't know if Grandpa Walter will be happy with that. He just bought the farm. Oh, sorry, not Grandpa. Uncle Walter. I got to remember that now. Uncle Walter. We're going to call him Uncle Walter. Let's go ahead. Boy, that is a small hitter too, isn't it? Well, it's what we have on the farm, and for day one, I don't want to say, hey, Uncle Walter, we're swapping out the combine, and we're going to upgrade it. We just got one field to harvest, so we'll take care of it. And maybe I will get a helper in town to help us out harvest the field while we go ahead and do some other things, because that is going to take a while. I wonder if I got a baler, because I'm trying to figure out, should I bale up the straw? And maybe what I'll do is I'll put into a swath, because that way, you know, if I decide not to do anything with it, well, then I can just plow it in. And if I decide to do something with it, well, then we can bale it on up and sell the straw bales. Do we actually own... Did he buy a farm with any pens on it? No, he did not. All right, so we don't have any pens on the farm at all, so that's fine. Yeah, so we're going to get ourselves a worker. Let's go ahead and unfold the combine. And there it goes. This takes a moment, I guess. Let's go ahead and get ourselves up a worker. So let's see here. Field position. This one right here. Okay, I recognize it, which is good. We'll have you go this way. And let's see here. Headlands. We will do, I think 3 headlands will be fine. Are we doing an overlap anywhere? Headland overlap. Let's just put that at 2%. I don't know how close we are to fences, trees, whatever. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. We'll generate the course. And let's see, where is... All right, we're starting over there. All right. We just want the starting markers on, at least I do. All right, let's go ahead and start actually bringing in some good stuff. We should be able to see what the yield is. All right, showing 70%, which is not bad. Oh, enable straw swath. And the kind of good thing about course play is I'll be able to see how long it's going to take him to harvest this field. 40 minutes, it says. Yeah, so probably by next year, by having 3 fields to harvest, I may want to upgrade that a little bit. All right, I'm going to teleport around. So let's see, we got ourselves the pickup truck. We got ourselves a Crystal Zader HD 170. I don't know the horsepower on that, but probably 170. Virtuous 125. Probably a 125 horse. Back into the combine. Okay, so that's all of our drivable vehicles. I'll spit it out. Let's go ahead and get this out of the shed. Did he buy a farm with a trailer? Okay, so it looks like we got ourselves a cultivator and a drill, but that may have to be swapped out, because with precision farming, I'm probably going to need something that direct drills, and we need a plow as well. Let's take a drive around and see what we got. Looks like, wait, is that, we got a water tanker. Okay. That is an interesting shed area. Not sure exactly what that would be used for and how I would use it, but we'll figure something out for it. We do have a lot of shed space, at least. So it must be the other farmer probably sold off a lot of his stuff before he sold the farm to Uncle Walter. Oh, I do see a... Oh, wait a minute. We got a slurry tanker? Yeah, we do got ourselves a grain trailer here. Don't know how much this holds. Probably just go ahead and put everything into the silo. Have no idea how much that silo holds. But I mean, if we get too full, then we'll have to sell whatever is at a good price currently. Alright, let's mosey on down through here. Interesting. How did I just earn $37? I'm up to... I thought we started at 100,000. I got 100,037. I have no idea where we earned that, but so be it. Oh, what I should check is what is on sale. We got a Zeta Crystal tractor. Horsepower is 171, which is not bad, but I think we're going to need something a little bit more beefier on the farm if we're going to be running a plow and other material like that. So nothing in the sale page currently that we're looking for, but what I do need to start off with, and we're going to go down to get ourselves a soil sampler to get our 2 fields that I can get into. And I'm going to be using a mod that allows us to do a bigger radius. That's the base game, so I always go up to double the size. And color options, I don't know. Just leave it as is, I think. Let's go ahead and buy that. I just realized, though, I have no idea where the store is. I'll have to ask Uncle Walter where the store is. Also, while I'm down there, I probably should lease the spreader. I don't think I have... I got a spreader, but I think I have... I saw the spreader around the corner, but I think that just does fertilizer, not lime. Where did I see that? And do I want to bring anything down to sell? That I don't know if I'm going to need a slurry tanker or not. Oh, we are blocked by an object. What are we... Oh, we're blocked by ourselves. That's right. Because you haven't really gone around your entire course yet, have you? Yeah, Uncle Walter, I may be taking out a loan on day 1 to upgrade some stuff and buy some stuff. We'll see. Alright, back into this tractor here. So I didn't really get around the farm after I found the grain trailer. So a slurry tanker. We do have a forage wagon, but I don't have a grass field. We do have a bunker to do compacting in, which is right here. All right. So where is the store? Is this the store right here? Vehicle shop. Let me just go ahead and visit it and make sure. Yep, this is where we need to go. So, let's see if I'm up here. So if I come out the farm and then take a left, then when I get to this intersection, take another left and then a right. Oh boy, I am going to get lost for sure. I'll let you come along with the journey because this is the first time when I went around the map, I was in flight mode. Just doing an aerial view. So as for driving around, I did not do. And if you're not, familiar with the map yourself either, then, it's the first time seeing it yourself. I'm not sure where this map is located. I think it is a European map, so I don't know if I should be on the right or left-hand side of the road, because I don't know technically where we are. Well, the arrow says to the right, so we're not in the UK. So yeah, there are some overpasses, underpasses, however you want to call it when you're going through it. So sometimes it's not easy to say take this road and you think they interchange. They don't. It's overs and unders. The field sizes are pretty decent, but I think when I clicked on a couple, they're not expensive. So expanding the farm in the future is not a bad idea. Now I don't want to go ahead and borrow, as we saw, I can borrow like over 800 grand. I just don't want to borrow a whole bunch of cash and then just expand too quick as we move along here. So I think we're going to buy another production building. I think that was a spinnery, possibly. But in order to actually get access to the production buildings, you got to buy the property. So it's kind of hard to tell, like if you want some. So it's like here's a dairy production, but you can see there's no. I think it's a dairy production, or is it a sell point? Let's see where we're at here. I think it's going to be a dairy production. It only costs $6,854. I'm going to buy it for science. And now, wait a minute. Now does it... Wait, did I just buy a dairy production? I bought the dairy production. So you don't see it. You actually have to buy the property for everything to spawn up. Not sure I like that too much because it's kind of hard to know if you don't know what the building actually is, what you're currently buying. But for $6,000, it's not that bad. So you have a dairy production, now what? Well, it makes me start to think of, you know, to make money on this farm, I could either, with dairy, go with goats, cows, or water buffalo. I should probably have the mini-map up so I can see exactly where I'm going here. Alright, so I think... Or did I already go by the store? I know my combine needs to be unloaded too. What a disaster. Oh, I think... Oh, wait a minute. So I think I was on an overpass. And the shop road is actually below that. Well, luckily I'm in a tractor, so I can probably fidge my way down the side. Did that on Riverview in a couple of spots. Yes, the road is actually down there, and there is the shop. Alright, so how does one get there from here? Alright, go back up to here, take a right, then go down the road. Once I find my way around the map a little bit, then it gets to be more usual. Is that Dave? I don't really talk to the NPCs. The only time I think I really talked to the NPCs was when the game came out back in November for about the first week or so during my live streams, and really haven't talked to the NPCs since, so I think his name is Dave. Yeah, I'm thinking once I get to the store, although I do have the weight on, so now I don't have enough linkages, but I probably should have leased the lime spreader. And I'm going to probably purchase Omatana's hut so I can go ahead and buy in bulk back at the farm if I don't have something like that already there. Again, I really didn't look at the map too much, but when I saw this map on the Mod Hub this past week, I was like, and I kind of saw some pictures and how well detailed it is. I was thinking, yep, that's what I got to go with. I think that's the map I want to be on. All right, soil sample. And I think what we'll do is, whoops, we'll grab that. Let me teleport to here, and we'll go unload our combine. I don't want to be here in day one and just say, let's sell the tractors, let's buy a good 300 horse tractor, get going. I don't want to upset Uncle Walter too much. I want to use the equipment and stuff that's here, and maybe, because I'm used to a little bit bigger equipment than this, but maybe get used to it and be like, all right, it's not that bad, we can deal with it. But I think the combine, I have no problem with the combine, but the header size might be just a little bit too much on the small side. We are putting down straw, are we not? Yes, we are. This does not look like we are. Yeah, this is the Fliegel trailer. Haven't used a Fliegel trailer like this in a while. So as for the series, I know my last recorded series, Penier, which ended about a month ago or so, where I was doing about 3 episodes a week. This will probably just be 2. Sorry to disappoint for those who wanted more. I think I'm just going to start with 2 episodes per week, with summer being here and doing 5-6 live streams a week, along with making other videos and such. Time is what can be the problem once in a while, and yeah, I think 2 episodes a week. I'm probably going to try to do them on release the episodes on Mondays and Wednesdays, because Fridays is Transport Fever, and then yeah, the rest of the week, of course, I will be doing live streams. So expect videos on here, Chambergo, on Mondays and Wednesdays. Did I get you fully unloaded? I did. Alright, so we'll just leave that there. Let's get back into the Virtus. I don't think I've used any of these tractors in FS25 or even ever before. Alright, let's get back. We'll do some soil sampling. Wait, so now I'm down to 75,000. This was only 17,000. And I had 100 grand, so where did the other... Where's my money going? And none of this stuff is leased, is it? I did not check to see if any of this stuff was leased. No, we don't have nothing leased. So I think that's okay. I also think I'm going the wrong direction. Well, we get to see more on the map. If I turn left... Somewhere here I can turn left. At least have at least one of the mini maps up. Ooh, this is a nice little picturesque view, if you will. Looks like we got a little bit of a waterfall happening over here. A little bit of a cascade into a pond. Some underground water. Now, there are some extra features on this map. There are no additional crop types, but there are cherry trees, apple trees where you can give them water, and of course you get apples and cherries in return. There are olive trees where you need the shaker, which I think is what we're currently going through right now. Ooh, and I just popped out right at our field. How convenient. Now let's go ahead and unfold the soil sampler. Yeah, so this mod is soil sampler. This mod is on the mod hub, by the way. You can see the radius of it is pretty large, so it's not going to take us too long to get some soil samples here. So we do own a dairy production, although I don't have anything to get going. But what I mean, I guess I could take part of this field and put in a goat pasture and make you know, put some goats in. Would I want to plant the field as grass, though? Probably so. I could just take this field and turn it into an animal production facility area. Maybe even get ourselves some chickens, because, I mean, we do got some grain already to start with, and we are harvesting some wheat. So that's something I could do. Again, Uncle Walter has pretty much said, you know, he knows I got some farming experience. He does not. So he pretty much said, you know, do what you need to do on the farm to get me a decent farm running, and he will learn the ropes as he goes along. At least that's what he says. Yeah, it has been a very, very long time since I came onto a map and just started playing on the map as the map maker left it. So basically, I did start on New Farmer, not start from scratch or Farm Manager. New Farmer. So everything that was, as you would starting fresh here, everything's on the farm, and I left it as is. I did not delete any farm buildings. Did not sell all the equipment, so we can just buy our own right from the get-go. And we are starting with something instead of just having zero zero. Zero equipment, zero land, zero money, and start off with a loan and everything. So we are starting off with some equipment and such. But it's also not like a lot of the big stuff. Not a lot of big equipment. So we got room to expand. Interested to see what kind of soil we're going to get here. I don't think I want to start off with for dairy production like cows or water buffalo. Goats would be a much better option, because with goats, with cows, water buffalo, it's like, hey, I got to feed them into hay and all that kind of stuff. With goats, they can just chew on the meadow grass throughout the growing seasons, and I really don't have to take care of them other than just make sure that they're doing okay, and just have to give them a little bit of grass during the winter months. So waiting for our soil samples to come on in. Yeah, I'm a little confused about the money situation. This is only 17,000 for this. Oh yeah, that's right. Duh. I bought the dairy production. Yes, we all know I am a moron. Wait, there is a pen right here. What is this for? Do we not own? Oh, this looks like a horse stable, which I do not want, because that's what we're doing on our other series. And this is the only thing, the map just did come out. Maybe we'll have an update in the future on this. But if you go to the map, and I'm not really seeing what is, what's there. Where are we? Yeah, we're right here, lot number 103. It doesn't show anything being there. I got everything turned on. I'm pretty sure if I bought this, it would say, it would show us a horse stable. I bet you there is a sheep pasture somewhere. The problem is, I have no idea where it would be. No idea where it would be. What is this? Nope. So, do I want to put my own one down or buy one with it on it? Because it might be cheaper to buy one with it on it. I don't know. Did my soil samples, I didn't see if they came, and I think they did. Yeah, so this is the canola field. Oh boy, it has no fertilizer on it. Good yield potential in this corner of the field, 125%. We're currently sitting at 82%, so I need to fertilize it and put some lime on it. As for the plowing, that'll have to wait another year before I do that. Let's go back to the farm. We'll drop off the soil sampler. And actually, I'm surprised my combine is not full yet of wheat. I'm a little concerned of what's going on there currently. Let's dive on down here. Yeah, I'm going to have to start to get used to where I'm parking things. Maybe I'm going to start parking things over here, because that's where it seems like the majority of stuff currently is. I'm sure I'm going to get lost in the first 3 or 4 episodes of where things are. So bear with me on that. Let's go over. Oh, she's kind of getting full. Oh, because you did the headlands, but now you're starting to go and do the little pathing. All right, so you're doing fine. You're doing fine. Let's get back into here. Where did I see? I thought I saw a spreader somewhere. Yeah, there is a lot of sheds. Oh, we got actually some. Got some pallets over here. And we do got a front loader. Is that for this tractor or the other one? I'm going to say it's for the other one. Oh, we do got a tedder. What is that trailer for? I recognize the trailer, the bottom part, but I don't recognize the the canopy over it. Where? Oh, where? I know I saw it. Oh, there it is behind me. Found it. I found it. Yeah, the layout of this farmyard is a little... It's going to take a little while to get used to. Are you going to be able to handle that? Well, there's nothing in it, so you should be able to handle it. Let's go get some fertilizer. Take care of that canola field with fertilizer at least. I don't think this is a modded spreader, so I don't think this is going to take lime. There is some lime here. No, but it's filling up with fertilizer. Yeah, I think it's just the base game spreader. I think the other two are lime, and that is seed. Alright, so where do I want to put the Omatana hut? Because I would like to, obviously, well, two of our fields are over there. Boy, I'd probably just put it down over here, because that will give me like a drive-through area. I think that's a good place to put it. I think. So yeah, this is where we got our fertilizer spreader. We got sheds here. Yeah, I think over in this corner is gonna be the best place to put it. We don't want the cheap one. We want this one here. The cheap one means I can buy stuff for a lot cheaper, which I do not want to do. So we'll put this right there. Oh, the one thing I wish the game would kind of do is not... It's nice that the placeable puts down its own ground texture, but I wish I kind of would not sometimes. Yeah, you know what I mean. Now I got to find the ground texture that's here, because I do like the ground texture that's here. I think it's this right here. The good thing is I think I got the free landscaping mod on, so I don't have to pay for all that. There we go. Alright, and the combine needs to be unloaded. Well, that's good, so I haven't really got started on the canola field. Alright, fill that up. Ooh, boy, I'm going to the money rather quickly here. Enter vehicle. So right now, as for the first month, I think Uncle Walter's is going to be... he's assessing the situation, what's going on here. Horseplay is going to start moving forward. But hopefully at the end of the row, it will stay... I can't remember, at the end of the row, is he going to turn? No, it is going to wait until it's unloaded. Looks like we got Franco helping us out. Nope, sorry, Francesca. It's Francesca is helping us out today. See, I brought the Franks along with me to help out with Uncle Walter. Got to make sure, they're good workers. They give me some problems sometimes, but then again, workers will do that. You're not going to get along with everyone every time. You're going to have misunderstandings and not take care of things the way that we should. Let's go ahead and actually unload this into the grain silo. I mean, I am only half full, but I'm pretty sure we would fill up the trailer at some point and have to come back and unload, so we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, we'll see if I can get by the first fall here with the equipment that we mostly have before I start selling some things or trading some things in. And again, I don't know how much grain this silo will hold. So this is the crystal tractor. How much is that worth? Not worth, sorry. How much horsepower is that? Is it a 170? Yeah, it's a 171. And the other one is a 136. That's currently what we have here. Okay. And also, I think that is one of the mods that you have to use on this map is the silo. So if I go to silos and go down further... Yeah, I think that's the silo right there. Yep, that's what it looks like. So that holds 500,000 liters. So I think we're fine for the first year. And I think it's just a base game silo, so it's not going to hold... It's not like the Omatana silos where it's going to hold anything. So if I get into some other crops I need to store, we'll have to find a way to store it. Although I do got some... we got a lot of sheds where I can just dump it on in there. Then I'd have to pick it up with a bucket or whatever. Or a belt. Conveyor belt system. Did I activate the balers with the windrower on it for this series? Because that'd be a good one to lease. Ooh, I would say that, but then again, I don't think I got a tractor that can manage that. No, I did not activate them for the series. At least not yet. Maybe for episode 2 I might. But I think they require way more horsepower than what I can manage here. Alright, let's jump back over to here. Let's get into that canola field. And start getting that field as best as we can. I should look at the soil type on the fields. Oh, we do have a lot of loam, which is, I think, the best soil you want. But then we're right next to silty clay, so that's not great. Well, it is what it is, and, you know, it's the starting fields that Uncle Walter got when he bought the farm, so... It is what it is. This is a 42 meter wide working width. It is. So if we get the mini map up and we get into the field and turn this on, we can see how bad it is until we start putting down the fertilizer. Don't know how happy Uncle Walter is going to be that I did buy a dairy production on day 1. I'm sure he'll get over it. But as we know on the Penier map, goats and the milk they produce, we can do pretty good with some cheese. So the other field before, you know, I'm not going to put fertilizer in it yet because, well, I don't have a crop in there yet. So I'll have to wait and see what I decide to do there. Kind of interesting. I'm noticing I'm not getting even wow, words are hard. Even spreading of the fertilizer on this map. Oh, you know why? Because that would make sense. I'm using the realistic spreading. On the other 2 maps, I have used precision farming so far, which is Dark Forest and now New Hope. I haven't spread fertilizer with precision farming. I've always fertilized the field, of course, with a direct drill, so that's going to put it in more even. With a spreader, yeah, it's not going to really spread the fertilizer that even now, is it? So I'm getting a more realistic kind of a thing, like we do when I spread lime with a spreader, which we'll be doing here at some point. But at least this will increase the yield by quite a bit. Yeah, so as for income, I was thinking about the usual kind of things that we could do to start getting some money rolling on in right away. I was thinking about putting down some, like maybe a greenhouse and getting that up and going. I'm not sure where I would fit that in the farm, but if I take this third field over here and put some goats over there to make some goat milk, I could probably stick a greenhouse on there with them because I don't want the entire field. I don't want another 100 and some odd goats. That was that was making us a lot of cash with the goat's milk into cheese. Don't want to do that. So yeah, we want a small pasture of goats. But I don't want to put down the goats yet today. I want to, maybe after I get done spreading fertilizer here, I will have a look on the map. There's got to be a sheep pen somewhere. I just don't know where it would be, where I could probably buy it, really cheap, and then put some goats in there. It all depends on, do they have meadow grass to munch on, and would that be enough for them? If it's not, then of course I could just go ahead and put down some grass over there. Ooh, I did run out of fertilizer. Alright, so when I come up through here, that's going to bring me up. Okay, so then take a right, yes. Starting to get just a little bit used to this, at least this area. So, of course, in the future, when I drill a field, I'm going to be using a direct drill. At least I think so. I don't have a tractor that can actually run one right now, do I? Probably not. Yeah, so I bet using a direct drill along with fertilizing at the same time will give it a much more even distribution of the fertilizer. Okay, so now if I get in this field, see, I think we were, yield potential 125. I think we're down to what, like 80 when I started. It is now at up to 98%. Although I don't have the right amount of fertilizer right here, so let's just go ahead and... Oh, it's not going to let me throw it down. It's not going to keep putting fertilizer down until it equals out with a spreader. I'll probably have to wait until it hits like another growth stage. Although it says it's using it, but I don't think it's actually applying it. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. Trying my best for Uncle Walter. Let me bring this back to the farm. I'm going to have a look on the map for a little bit. Oh, also, let's go unload the combine. And I'll see if I can find a sheep pen somewhere. It's got to be one somewhere. If they got a horse stable on the map, they're going to have a sheep/goat pen somewhere, I would think. Where art thou? You're up there. All right. I will say, though, that I don't know if Uncle Walter bought some of this equipment when he bought the farm, then bought the equipment, because I am noticing like this tractor here only has 0.8 hours on it. So it's a brand new tractor. So, I mean, we got some really good tractors I can go for to begin with. One tractor I have not used since Riverbend, and that'd be kind of like a really good starting tractor to give us a lot of horsepower for the money, and that's the Voltra. I was thinking of the AgroStar, but I used that on Penye at the beginning. The problem is, though, the Voltra would probably take up, if I were to use the loan system, that'd be like $400,000 just for the tractor. So, I mean, the AgroStar is a good tractor to have. Ooh, I do got the Plains and Prairie pack. And there are some good tractors in there that are really cheap. that give us some good horsepower. Although a lot of them have manual shift gearboxes, which, yeah, when working in a field, it's if it keeps shifting between gears, it can be a nuisance. Glad I got myself a worker to harvest this field. Oh, I'm just trying to back up and get out of the way here. Alright, let me go ahead and I want to give a call to the town of Chambergo and see if they can tell me if they know of a sheep goat pen around the area that might be for sale. Well, some good news. I have found a sheep pen that is for sale, and it does have some sheep here. No goats currently, but I guess I can have a mixture of sheep and goats. There already is a pallet of wool out here, but I'm pretty sure I will not get to even deal with that. I'll probably have to just discard it because it's not mine. Probably the other owner will take it at some point. Slight issue, though, is, it's still rather cheap. We're talking $60,000. I got 63, so I can afford it. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, do I want to go that route right to begin with? I mean, I'd buy a couple goats, and they got plenty here. The thing is, I don't know how many actually are going to be in the pen. Again, I don't want to... Again, I mean, I could just buy like 10, 20 goats, and every time as they mature, I could sell them, and just keep it kind of low, so we don't get an abundant amount of goat's milk. And the sheep I could probably keep and use the wool and get the spinnery to make some fabric if I wanted to as well. But I think what I'll do is, maybe between this episode and next, I'll get a test map going, which I don't have yet. I'll have to buy this to see how much this pen holds. The good news is they do have some meadow grass I can munch on. At least that's what it looks like. So I think they'll be okay there. As for over here, the harvest is still going on. We're almost getting to the end of that. Let's go ahead and we'll get the soil sampler over there because I want to get my score up. Well, I'm not selling anything today, so it's not too bad. But what's the second one? The second one is the pH value. So it says the pH is actually 100%, which I'm guessing that doesn't seem right, but I guess it might be. Who knows? But we'll get the soil sampler over there, and we'll start taking some samples. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts below in the comments of maybe what you would like to see on this series moving forward. Or, just comment maybe on, are you liking the idea, the thought that we got going on here? I get the mini map up. Yeah, I think Uncle Walter going to have a talk with him about, taking out a loan, and that way we can just get a few things here. I mean, I'm kind of happy with myself. I haven't used half the money yet. Trying to get down so I get the entire corner, which I can. But to use a plow, of course, we don't know what plow I'm going to be using. To use that, we need probably something a little bit more horsepower. Although I think the 6 meter wide can handle, these tractors might be able to handle 6 meter wide. There we go. Might as well send those samples in. All right, let's raise that up. Fold it up. And yeah, we'll go ahead and dismiss the worker. Pretty sure I can handle the rest. One would hope. Try to keep the fees down. So yeah, yield here is only 58%, but the crop was here. The combine is also pretty much brand new as well. Not many hours on that. So I don't know if Uncle Walter bought the farm and then bought some equipment on the side, or the other farmer just had a lot of new stuff hanging around and just didn't want to farm anymore. I'm not sure as to what. The one thing, of course, I didn't look around too much, but I'll have a look in between episodes. Is there a chicken pen somewhere? Because we do got a lot of grain here. Not really interested about getting into the flour mill and making bread and all that. I do a lot of productions on a lot of my series, and we start getting a lot of productions. Yes, you got to spend a lot of money up front, but once you get the production buildings rolling, you start bringing in a lot of cash. And yeah, if I get too many productions, we'll have a lot of money. I would feel too quick, and it might kind of ruin what we're doing here. So, I don't mind having chickens and just selling the eggs as is. But as I just tested with the dairy production, though, I could just sell that back and get my money back on that property. But yeah, dairy production for only 6,000. It's hard to pass that opportunity up. And instead of having maybe like a greenhouse, I could just run the dairy production with the goats. Although I gotta see how much that pasture holds. And again, I'll check on it in between episodes here. But kind of happy with how this went. The worker did a fine job harvesting that field. And that is our harvesting done for the season pretty much. As for doing contracts, right now I'd rather not do any on this series if I can do so. I'd rather just go ahead and do my own farming if I can. Boy, it's been a while since I used a header trailer. Is that going to snap on there? Is that good enough? I'm thinking it is not. It did not snap on there. Thought these header trailers were more forgiving. Ah, there it goes. That snapped on that time. But one thing I have to keep in mind, it's not a tight, confined area around the farmyard, but it's not that big either. So getting a huge combine with a huge header, just got to be careful about that. Let's see, I'm just trying to get used to the farmyard still. So I'm over at this end, so to get to the other end. Plenty of sheds on this farm, that's for sure. Yeah, the cultivator, is that drill a direct drill? Wait, where is it? I'm probably going to say... Oops, there is disc in the front. The Aqua Drive. I'm not familiar with that one at all. Wait, where am I going here? That's vegetables. That is a direct drill. I was seeing the disc harrows there and all that. I'm like, that might be a direct drill. Requires 180 horsepower. Which kind of puts us through our limit, but we're able to plant if we want to, and planting season would be coming up for wheat and barley. And of course, if I want to put grass in, the sooner the better. So yeah, like I was saying, yeah, maybe going this route would be too quick. I could just get this Valtra with a 280 horse for now. 420 horsepower for 288,000. That is a lot cheaper than I remember it being. And that would be obviously our workhorse for a long time. So I might take out a little bit of a loan to do so. because I am leaning about getting the goats. And if we have the sheep, maybe get the spinnery going as well, or I could just sell the wool as is. Not too sure. The cultivator, I could probably sell that, because I don't think I will need that for anything. Maybe swap that out for the plow, and we'll go sell that. Yeah, but I think for our first day here, I think I like what we're doing here. I feel good about it. I feel really good. Yeah, so let me know down in the comments below what you think about what we'll be doing here. Wait, how are you going to want to park this thing? How about you just drive through on the other side for now? Actually, you could back up this trailer. This trailer is not that bad to back up, this header trailer. Although it would be a shame to only use it for one harvest and then swap it in next year, but if we get more fields, it will take longer to do all the harvest. So that doesn't take too long. Yeah, so I'm going to have to go around looking for maybe a chicken pen, see if there's one on the map. And again, that sheep/goat pen would take all of my money currently, which is okay, because as we know, we can borrow some cash. Where is it again compared? So our farmyard is down here, kind of, it is somewhat central. It's like central west in some ways. And the sheep farm, goat farm would be up here, 102. And the dairy production, we bought that, and that's going to be down here. So it's a little bit of a drive in between, but overall, again, not too bad. Again, it's $59,000 for it. Yeah, so I'll have another look around, see if there's a chicken pen somewhere. If there isn't, you know, maybe we'll put one down, or we'll just do sheep and goats. But let me know in the comments what you think. And I'm probably going to record episode 2 here pretty soon as well. So I may not be able to see your comments until after episode 2, but let me know what you think down below. But I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. Let me go up here and just tell Uncle Walter that we're not done for the month of August. We're just done for the morning. It's almost 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to go in and have a snack before I get back to working. All right? I'll talk to you later, dude. All right, see you later. And I'll see you guys later, because this is the end of the video. Appreciate you making it to the end. If you did like what you see, that thumbs up bottom, that thumbs up button is at the bottom of the screen. You know where it is. It's been a long day. Thumbs down button is there as well. You can hit that if you'd like to. And don't forget about that subscribe notification bell if you're new here, if you like this kind of content, because we'll be right back here in a couple of days in real time. And we'll finish up the month of August, I think. I don't know. I got so many ideas in my head, I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm going to jump out of here. Appreciate you watching as always. And hopefully I'll see you again here in Chambergo. But until then, have a good one.